Hello students, so we shall start with the new poem, The Farmer's Wife. Okay, so let's begin with the information about the author. Okay, so a note on the poet. Olga is the pen name of a well-known Telugu writer, P. Lalita Kumari. She was born in Guntur, one of the big towns and educational centers in the state of Andhra Pradesh. Her stories, novels, and poetry reflect well articulated feminist positions without compromising either the quality of literary form or failing to represent the reality of the characters. In her poetry, metaphor not only facilitates form but also celebrates the ideals depicted. Okay, so Olga, it is her pen name. Okay, so she writes poems based on the reality. Okay, and she takes a stand on feminist ideals. Okay, so yes, basically those poems which she writes depicts reality of the society. Okay, so this poem, it talks about the empowerment of women. Okay, so first of all, in our Indian society, woman is seen as a feeble, subjugated, and especially when we are in a patriarchal society, and men leads the society, and women are always under control of men. Okay, so here in this poem, through this poem, Olga tries to contradict this patriarchal society, male headed society. Okay, so here she contradicts by introducing a character, that is a farmer's wife. Okay, the farmer's wife. So the title itself says that it is a very stand position. Okay, contradicting, she says this farmer's wife stood by her children. Okay, woman who bears all the pains in the society, raises her head in this generation. Okay, woman is given opportunity because of her capability and capacity. Okay, so yes, so in patriarchal society, women are always subjugated, oppressed, suppressed, and they're not given their own rights. Okay, so but here through this character, Olga tries to show that how women can stand by their own on their own, and they can take care of their family, their children, and they can be courageous, brave. Okay, so here, farmer. Okay, so here is a farmer and a man, a brave, but who takes up responsibility. Okay, so here it talks about a farmer, a man who should be brave, courageous, and who has to take up the responsibility of family. But here in this poem, it shows that he commits suicide. Okay, and how woman is agonized by her husband's death. Okay, she is in pain, she is in tears. Okay, she is struggling because her partner or her husband is dead. Okay, so yes, basically the significance of title, you can know that this mainly focuses on the woman who has stood by her own, and who takes up the responsibility, and who contradicts the myth of patriarchal society, male headed society. Okay, so this poem was originally written in Telugu. Okay, so in Telugu it was Chavani Kadu Badukani. Okay, so it is Chavani Kadu Badukani means not death but life. Okay, so here the woman in this poem chooses to live than to die. Okay, so the decision of woman to live. Okay, so yes, this poem, okay, so this poem, The Farmer's Wife, is about agony, frustration. Okay, it is about agony, frustration, and challenges of a woman following the suicide of her farmer husband. Okay, so it talks about the frustration, anger, pain. Okay, and how she challenges. Okay, how she challenges, and she has a husband who has committed suicide. Okay, this poem is about changing the stereotype. This poem changes the stereotype of woman needs men to live in society. Okay, now here in this poem, the man is already dead, and the woman says that I will not commit suicide like you. I will not die, but I will live. Okay, so a society that looks at a woman as a burden and disgrace is questioned. Male chauvinism is challenged by the poet. So yes, women are always seen as a burden. Okay, they're always seen as burden, and they're always objectified. Women are seen as object. Yes, women face many problems to live in this society. Okay, so by this poem, through this poem, Olga, she tries to challenge the stereotype of the patriarchal society. Okay, and challenge is basically manism. Okay, man and manhood. Okay, so she targets this long held view of patriarchy and its underlying liberties attached. So she challenges, okay, she challenges the whole world of patriarchy. She declares her commitment to live her life with the harvest of her home. Okay, so we will see how the poem shows us how she lives. Okay, she vows to teach her children those values and skills of life which shall never let them think about cowardly measures when faced with challenges. So through this poem, the woman is brave, courageous, and teaches her children to be brave, courageous, and face the challenge than die. Okay. Okay, so this poem is about a farmer's wife. So this picture illustration, okay, so this is farmer's wife, and she has 3 children. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and another one. Okay, another baby is in her womb. Okay, she's pregnant, and she's conceived, and she has one more baby in her womb. But see, her husband is on deathbed. I mean, he's already dead, is on the death pyre, and already consciously dead. Okay, and these are the creditors who has given loan to this farmer. Okay, so this is the plight of our farmers. Okay, so yes, to think about, so each and every year there are thousands and thousands of farmers who commit suicide because they are not able to clear the debt, and they are not able to grow crops, yield crops, and the crops will not come as expected. Okay, so India is, its backbone is agriculture. Okay, so we all know that India's backbone is agriculture, and India has witnessed an alarming number of farmers' suicides in last decade, owing to the loss of crops and mounting debts. Okay, yes, because they are not able to yield crops. Okay, as it is expected. Okay, they are not able to yield crops as it is expected, and there is loss of crops. Okay, and there is mounting debts. Okay, they have loans to be cleared, and there is loss of crops. Okay, despite the attempts from the government of state and center, this trend continues to be unabated. Okay, yes, government supports farmers. Okay, they try to understand the problems and struggles which farmers are facing because of soil erosion, okay, whatever. Okay, farmers they have lot of problems. Okay, so water problem, land problem, soil erosion, weather condition, no rain. So yes, even though state and center supports them, still there are continuous suicide attacks done by the farmers. Okay, there are several factors involved: social, economic, psychological, and cultural. Yes, farmers do face all kind of problems. Okay, economically poverty stricken family, household. Okay, or because they have to clear debt and there are no proper crops yield, psychological problems. Okay, so this is how we shall start with the poem. Okay.